Inside I heard the trumpets call, a salute to the champions on the wall. And in the jazz of squalls and in passion brawls she danced.
All right, you've gotten to the park. Mm-hmm. You're heading towards Mrs. Brown's brownstone, and as you get there, you notice that Bunk and Swift are coming back from the park and are heading back upstairs.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I'll flag them down if I see them before they.
You see Miranda. Hey. Back.
Hey, can we talk?
Of course.
Okay. Hold on, and I pull out my phone. I'll send 2 text messages. He's like, are we gonna text while standing in the
Wait, we're not talking. We're texting or talking? I don't understand yet.
I'll just shoot out a text. Is it okay if I invite the gang over? I mean, I kind of already invited Darwin.
Sure. Did you invite Darwin over? I didn't know that.
He called earlier and I told him to meet me here.
You sure did. Okay, I missed that. I forgot.
So I'll just shoot out a text in the group chat and I'll be like, hey guys, meet me at the brownstone. Be careful. Look out for snipers.
No emojis. Y'all are a little concerned. Yeah. She must be really serious. She's really serious.
Yeah, so I was shot at this morning.
Oh.
Yeah, let's go inside.
I still deserve some blood droplet emojis at least.
She's not doing emojis.
I have like probably actual human blood on me at this point from 2 different people.
Oh,
so.
that's right.
That's true.
They need to get cleaned up.
She is the embodiment of the emojis at this point.
I am living
I had forgotten
the emoji
about that.
life
You were
right
covered
now.
in. Yeah, you got that because you had cut off the bleeding for that guy. So you actually have a good bit of blood on you.
Suffered a headshot. So I may have gray matter somewhere.
Yeah, that's true.
Does this change your perception?
You get gray matter in your hair.
Yeah.
So you head up the stairs. She is kind of icky looking. As Mrs. Brown meets you at the door and says, "Oh dear, I've got your room ready downstairs. Why don't you go clean up a bit? And would you like some coffee, tea?
Yeah, anything stronger?
I've got a beer.
Love that.
Okay, good strong beer. Gotcha. I'll get you one." And so she shows you to the room. It's the same room you stayed in. Sure enough, it's got a little bathroom ensuite. And so you head in there to kind of get cleaned up. Mrs. Brown.
Just 1 minute. I promise I'll give you.
Yeah, you probably want her to get cleaned up. Yeah,
please.
Good crusty blood on her. So Mrs. Brown says, "Can I get you something to drink, Mr. Knight?"
I'll have what she's having.
Okay. Yeah. So you go into the sitting room. You've been there maybe a couple minutes, and Mrs. Brown comes in with a bucket. And in the bucket is about 6 beers.
Okay.
And she says, "I took the liberty that you might need more than one." And so it's, she's got glasses on the little tray and then a bucket with, the beer sitting in it and ice. So the rest of you have gotten a text message from Miranda that says what she said, and that I guess everybody's meeting at the brownstone if they want to, but be careful. So yeah.
Look out for snipers.
Yep, watch out for snipers. No emojis at all.
I will also send another text message to Gabriel Beaumont, and I'll say, I hope you're okay. I may have panicked and told the police you got shot in the head, but then I kind of walked it back.
Okay, so you've gotten cleaned up. She's coming in. She's texting on the thing. She sits down. There's beer. Interestingly enough, you get a reply from Gabriel Beaumont, and it says, "I'm at the LaLaurie mansion. Don't worry, I'm fine."
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thumbs up emoji.
Good emoji. She is back, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm just using it for what they're actually used for in this case.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, but he seems like he's okay. Well, assuming that was him, he seems like he's okay. Yeah.
So, all right, I come in. All right. So everybody's on their way.
Okay.
This morning, I went to Gabriel's house last night, and this morning he took me to a community center, and they have a reliquary there, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But then when we left, someone shot him in the head. in front of me, and his head like exploded partially, and then he told me he'd be okay, which is weird, and he just texted me, so he is okay, or I hope that's him. And then I.
Which point you realized where the gray matter in her hair came
Where it
from,
came from.
right?
Yeah.
Because that's a big
Click
exploding
in.
thing, yeah.
And then I found and I'm just sort of rambling, and then it's like, and then there was and then I went after the shooter, and I accidentally cut his leg off with this very sharp new sword, and he had. Do you have paper? And a pen?
You did? Yeah, of course.
So I will draw the tattoo that I saw on his chest, and I'm like, he had, or was it a tattoo or a brand?
No,
or
it was a tattoo. It was basically interlocking circles on his chest.
And I was like, he had this tattooed on him, and he had his tongue cut out, or just no tongue.
You didn't check.
He doesn't have a tongue.
Could have been either one.
He didn't have a tongue, and he had this.
Yeah.
And he had like an automatic weapon, and then also a golf bag and a sniper rifle.
So
the police took him into custody, but I didn't get anything out of him.
So the rest of you get these texts. What are you gonna do?
I guess I'll make my way downtown, driving fast to Brownstown.
Yeah, went to yeah.
Yeah.
Jody, what are you gonna do? Or Della, what are you gonna do? It's probably around 2:00 in the afternoon,
Well,
maybe
I'm
3.
eating my
When
lunch.
she's eating lunch.
Oh, it's probably 1:00.
She's
then.
she's having her Big Mac right now.
Yeah.
I'm
She's a little peckish.
Yeah.
Because she did a little spell.
Yeah.
She doesn't
it
want to deal with
was
Big
a
Mac.
spell. It was a whirlwind plus picking locks
Yeah.
and whatever.
Mhm.
So, yeah, I'm hungry. So I'm gonna, when I'm done eating my lunch,
Okay, you
it
head
shouldn't
down
take me long.
No, it's
I'll
Big Mac. It'll take
I'll
that
check my phone.
long. Okay.
Do I
Yeah.
have to roll?
No, it's your Nokia.
Generally, I pick it up and you're like,
Nokias
oh.
and cockroaches are going to be the only thing left after nuclear bombs, so
Okay.
that you're fine.
So I look at my phone and I see there's a text message.
Mhm, right. And there's no emojis, so you can actually read it. So you don't get those crazy characters like you would get on
You have to
Nokia.
guess.
Della had
Yes,
started
suspicious.
getting really good at
Spots, spots,
translating
spots.
the
Yeah.
No, I'm not sure this is Miranda
Yeah, it is suspicious. It's sus.
because I
The
mean
last time.
it's just a message, but there's no.
No. It's a bit sus. It says meet at the brownstone, so I don't know. You can call?
I'm calling Bunk.
Okay. Bunk, your phone goes off.
Oh?
Hey Bunk, I got a weird message from Miranda.
Yeah.
No
I got two.
emojis, is that
No
right?
emoji, it's true. She's here
Okay.
at the brownstone. She's a little freaked out. When you hear the story, you'll understand why the no emojis. So yeah.
Okay.
Get here as fast as you can, cause woo.
All right. Okay. I trust you. Bye.
He channels his inner Ric Flair.
Yeah, exactly.
Woo!
It's a good one.
It's a ooh there.
Darwin.
I was already on the way there.
Oh, you're on the way there.
Yeah.
All right, so Darwin arrives first. You hear the little scooter pull to stop. You tie it up on the front gate. You head up through the gate up to the front. Mrs. Brown meets you at the door and says, "Oh, would you like something to drink, sir? You're here to meet the autumn night.
Yes, on both accounts.
What can I get for you?"
What time did you say it was? Like 2?
It's about 2 or 3. Yeah.
Whatever you have will be fine.
Sweet tea.
Wonderful.
Great. So she toddles off to the kitchen. You head into the front sitting room.
You didn't tell me where to go.
Do what?
So you didn't tell me where to go. You just left.
Well, you see them sitting in the front sitting room. I mean, you come in the foyer, you see the sitting room off to the side, and they're sitting there. So, you figure that's where you need to be.
Hey, I made it. You okay?
Not sure yet. Still probably in shock.
I don't look at my phone when I'm driving.
Nice.
Especially
Okay.
since you're on a scooter. Yeah, that would be bad. That's a good way to end up dead.
He's like
Yeah.
just now noticed
Yeah.
that.
Within the next 5-10 minutes, the rest of you show up at the brownstone.
I feel like as everyone trickles in, I have just told the story to
probably
everyone.
about
Over again.
5
Over again.
times, right?
And like with the same just fevered.
There's beer on the table. You've got sweet tea. Miranda's drinking a beer, and she tells everybody kind of the general download of what's happened to Gabriel Beaumont, that he is dead but not, and that he gave her a sword, a loner sword. Somebody tried to kill him and kill her. They got him. He had no tongue. This is what the tattoo looks like. Anything else?
I'm conveniently leaving out one little piece of
Right,
information.
I figured.
Yeah, no, I pretty much give them the down low and everything, and else. And once I realize everybody's heard everything, I think that's the first time she's just like stops and like lets it sink in for herself for a second.
Right. Okay.
Like, so,
Yeah.
All right, so
we need to be careful, I guess.
yeah, okay, so do you think he was aiming for you, or do you think he was aiming for Beaumont?
I'm not sure.
He tagged Beaumont.
He
Right.
got him, and I didn't get the sense that he missed, really.
Okay.
But I think I'm starting to put some things together.
Uh-oh. Got a map?
I do. It's not going to help in this situation, though. However, so we went to the party.
Mm-hmm.
We all got weird gifts. Do I know that they got gifts, actually? Have we talked about that yet? I don't know.
I think you saw them all open their
Okay.
gifts, yeah.
we
You may
all
not know
got-
exactly what they are.
Did I not talk to you when I found the nose ring for
No,
Hera?
no.
No, okay.
Because remember, she was at
I do
Gabriel
know
that's
Beaumont's.
that
right.
we
That's
knew
right.
about it afterwards because I went with you to go investigate.
That's
the-
right.
Right,
That's
right.
what
You
I
all did
thought.
go
Okay,
together.
sure.
That's correct. Yeah, you're right.
So I'm like, all of this is starting to make sense. And also, I don't know if the thing with Tara
Mm-hmm.
is necessarily connected, but considering the fact that Deacon Fonblue was our connect to that family that we put her with, and I guess the fact that people know we all run together now.
Mhm.
Gabriel Beaumont said that he felt like this was an attack on the church. So, I don't know if I was the target or if just amorphously the church was the target. But this guy seemed skilled. He had a sniper rifle. He didn't take a second shot. He had ample time to. So I think Gabriel was his target. But maybe it was me. I don't know. But either way, something's going on. There's some sort of conspiratorial thing happening. This is coordinated.
So you better
So you-
recognize the tattoo.
Yeah, did anybody else recognize the...
It's a Venn diagram.
What's the tattoo?
Lord, it's an interlocking
Darwin
sort of
doesn't...
circle.
He's like, yeah, I
lore
know
check,
exactly
lore
what
check,
that is.
yeah.
No, sure don't.
I got Lord.
Yeah, you do.
Got a 6.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Oh.
I got 5.
Okay, 5. You got a 6. 1. What'd you get?
Negative 1.
Negative. Okay. Jody and Darwin, you recognize who it is. The interlocking circle and the tongue torn out. That you've heard of this group of people who follow the Blackened Denarians. That they have their tongues torn out and they wear the sigil there to identify them as being, I guess, cultists. People who worship, the fallen angels that are in the 30 pieces of silver. So that's definitely what this is. That's why I gave you the +1, because you would have, but you may not have ever encountered a Blackened Denarian, so that's why. Yeah, you guys have read about this sigil. You realize that the Denarians tear their followers' tongues out. The ones that they decide not to turn into actual demon spawn. The ones that they turn into demon spawn, however, they leave their tongues so that they can speak and things like that.
So are they the rejects, the ones that get their tongues torn out?
Pretty much.
The devil's rejects?
Yeah, that's ha. Rob Zombie would be proud.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's probably what this guy was one of the lackeys.
So, what
Yeah.
would be the Denarian's motivation?
I mean, that's
It's
pretty much
church.
To fight the
mortal
church?
enemy of
Church,
the
but I
church
mean,
kind of thing.
It could be just the church, or it could be us.
Well, I mean, I think
be.
the fact
Too.
that we're making moves in the city is probably being noticed by people. And
Yeah, but I still think the Devanators are somehow involved. But maybe I'm over.
Well, it was at
all
the
of the
party.
Denarians, are thousands of years old. I mean, so their motivations could be lots of
I know.
different things. So
They could be working together. I mean, it was at the Devanate party, but then the Devanate party is also just a who's who of the supernatural world. So
correct.
they could have just been right place, right time. I don't know.
Could be.
Attack on you with the gift.
Mm-hmm.
You got attack on Beaumont with the thing,
Yeah, with the gun.
with the gun, and then we have
Checking our bank
Technically,
accounts.
Natasha's
I would
Kind
say
of your own bank
technically a
accounts.
potential emotional attack through Hera.
Which is
Right.
kind of yes.
Yeah. Kind of an attack on y'all as well.
Yeah,
kind
it
of
is.
an
It
attack
is because
on-
you are
kind
all.
of an attack of us, but they
Yeah.
went to you.
And it shows us specific
I mean-
for some reason.
Specifically, it wasn't our actual bank accounts. It was the LLC
Yeah, it's
account,
LLC,
right?
Which is where all your money.
Right.
is.
That's
right.
The
so that is all of us.
government untaxed money.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Or
It's a charitable.
Well, all you got was a trombone. You
I
seem
got a
to
trombone. Yeah, I got.
miss most of the.
Once again, I win.
Have you tried to play that trombone?
No, I have not tried to play the trombone yet. So
Maybe
I'm
we
saying
should
I'd be
check
careful
on
with
it
it.
before.
didn't we check? Didn't we check on the
We
trombone?
did check it,
See
and
if
it
had
seemed
anything?
to be clean.
Okay,
It
so-
did seem clean.
Yeah.
It looked really old,
Yeah.
so it probably was legit,
Yeah.
Louis Armstrong. But yeah, it did not seem to be.
I just love how nonchalant you were about this. Telling me once again, I win.
Yeah, that's right.
I wonder.
Got his picture in the Devanate mansion.
Yeah, exactly.
that's the real win.
I think something bad's coming, but
I don't know what's going on, but also it's like it's not just us being attacked, it's like our sphere of influence, right? Your ward, and then my
Sword.
mentor,
So what was-
and your date to the party also got
Oh,
like a
yeah,
threatening
that's right.
omen.
I don't think you guys would know that.
Oh, yeah, I guess I wouldn't know that. Well, I'll say the other two things,
Yeah.
and you can ruminate on it.
Mhm.
All right, so we're on the defensive right now. We got to figure out what's going on. So first thing is what?
I have to do some thaumaturgy, so I'm just gonna. Is there a room that I can go to and have some time, quiet time?
Mrs. Brown says, "Well, your room is still ready, dear, on the bottom floor.
Thank you, Mrs. Brown. May I have some cookies?
Sure, I've got some that came fresh out of the oven. They're snickerdoodles."
Yay! All right, so I grab the snickerdoodles.
Right, that's time to run.
You have the best cake.
He's like, I
So-
just worked out.
Yeah. So, she takes you to the room where you stayed before. And, you've probably got some chalk in your pocket and maybe stuff to do thaumaturgical stuff. If you want it, you're going to have to give me one of your little thingies.
Huh?
You got to give me, if you want to have this stuff for a thaumaturgical circle, you got to give me one of those. Okay.
I feel inspired.
Sorry.
All right, that's fine. All right, so you head back in there to set up the listening device because it's not quite as far from here to there. You draw the circle. You probably put the little piece in the middle. Takes a little bit of blood to seal the circle and stuff like that. What's your lore?
5.
Okay, 5. And I believe for the listening device spell, that's a rote spell for you, isn't it? No. Okay.
I did thaumaturgy with it before.
Okay, so, but I believe you have a focus that helps with that, which makes your lore equal to a 7. No, 6. 6. So,
I have refinement.
yeah, that's what it is. That's
Add
it.
new element or
No.
2 additional.
No. That's where you leveled up and got more power. No, I'm looking at focuses, Jody.
You got a ring or something like that.
Yeah, you have a focus that helps with your eavesdropping spell. I remember we did that. Yeah.
Whenever you think about it.
I have a focus item ring, but it's +1 complexity divination.
That's it.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah.
The listening is divination.
Right. Well, yeah, that's essentially what it is.
Right.
Anytime you're trying to find information that you normally couldn't find unless...
So I have a +1 then.
Okay, so your lore is equal to a 6. You're going to need probably about probably a 6 would do it. It's not going to last more than probably an evening. Well, it'll probably last maybe a couple days. But you can always re-up the spell.
Okay.
All right, so now you need to roll your discipline. Now remember, this is how you have to get a total of 6 points worth of power into it. So, just what's your discipline? No, stop. Before you start rolling, remember you can do this over time. So you can decide to put like 3 points in first, and then 2 points. And so, how much power are you going to try and channel first? Eventually, you have to get 6 points worth of
I
power.
feel like I already rolled, so.
No, we didn't set the number.
Okay.
So what's your discipline at?
My discipline is 5.
Okay, so
6 if it's the complexity thing.
no, that only helps
Okay.
you with the lore.
So it's 5. All right, so I'll try to get 2.
Okay, so just don't roll a -4. Well, even if you roll a -4, you're fine. Don't worry about rolling then. Don't worry about rolling then. You can't lose it. Yeah.
Oh, you tried.
So, all right, you spend about probably 30 minutes, 45 minutes setting this
Make
up,
it-
Jody, and I'm not gonna make you roll anymore because you can't fail. Basically, you're trickling the power in there. All right, so what are the rest of you doing while she's doing this thaumaturgy spell?
Drinking.
So if you think about it, everything that was affected or threatened or brought up about us either has some tie with the church or more specifically to Gabriel Beaumont himself.
Wait, how do you mean?
Like, our bank account was set up through Gabriel Beaumont. He's the one
All the
who
church
suggested, who we go to, and
Wait, or was that Deacon
Deacon
Fountain?
Fontainebleau.
Deacon Fontainebleau, sorry.
But it was still through the church.
Still through the
Yeah,
church.
yeah, still through the church.
So,
And I guess we did have Hera put into the foster system through the church.
through the church.
Right.
You are directly affiliated with the church. That
Yeah, and
is-
he was directly attacked, so.
yeah, that's...
The nursery.
He's affiliated with the
Arguably,
church.
you were also directly attacked.
No, I just
Right, yes, true.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
The night before, yeah. And,
Yeah.
well, and maybe
And
today
then- yeah.
as well.
Find something on it that I didn't miss out.
Yeah.
So, and it wasn't truly directly at us for the receipt stuff. However, it was a clear indication that,
Still
hey,
making some kind of threatening play, power
Right.
move.
But if this is the.
I feel like that's more of a think you might be affiliated, watch yourself kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And what are the Denarians all about? They're just about.
They're
demons.
Yeah, they're just demons. Basically, I encountered one. It's sort of like my first.
Do we know that the church houses the coins for protection?
Did anybody go down underneath in the umbrella quarry under the St. Louis
We
Cathedral?
glimpsed it, but
Yeah,
that
we did
So-
go down in there.
So,
There's
from what
Stack
I
of Solomon in there.
from
Right.
what I remember,
Yeah.
I remember that I believe it was Deacon Fontainebleau who took you
Yes.
guys down there.
Right.
And he had said that they have housed coins before, but they're hard to keep a hold of because
Right.
every once in a while something just kind of happens and one or two kind of get out, whether it be
someone gets
stolen
tempted to take
or,
one.
just yada yada. So,
Did they have any at the time? I can't recall if we saw any in the
I don't
reliquary.
remember
at
us
the
being
time.
very focused on them, actually.
well, see, because that was one of those things. I feel like we weren't actually focused on it, but I do know it was brought up and we talked about it. And I feel like that's because there were a few there, and that's how the whole thing began with us talking
Maybe,
about
maybe
it.
that's why they took Hera as well, leverage to try to get coins out
What was
of
it?
us.
What's Hera's power?
She could channel.
She
was
could
it
see a little bit in the
emotion?
future.
Oh, future.
And she could manipulate
And
power,
energy.
but she didn't have much power.
Oh,
Yeah.
energy.
Right.
Which means they could potentially plan away when the guards are away, or the perfect opportunity to walk in unseen, grab it.
But why would they send?
Or maybe make it
Warnings.
easier to make these cultists into these
Why would they send a
demonic
warning
things.
to me?
Yeah,
Right.
because they would just use her as a tool, and not let.
So Della went down there. Darwin went home.
Georgia.
We're being.
Oh yeah,
goaded.
no. They also have 3 coins of the blackened denarius. So you guys did know that. Yes.
Should I reach out to Deacon Fontainebleau and see if they still have the coins, or
Or maybe see if he's
missing?
okay.
Or at least heighten
Yeah,
their...
I should do that.
Actually,
I'll
I
just
can't
call.
be part of this
Okay.
conversation.
You called Deacon Fontainebleau, and you have his direct line. He picks up. It's probably about 2 or 3 in the afternoon, so he's probably in his office. He picks up. He says, "Deacon Felton,
Hey, it's Miranda. Do you
Miranda, how are you?"
been better.
Gabriel Beaumont told me that what had happened.
Okay, so you've been updated.
Well, that what had happened with the sword. What is there a new development?
Oh yes. We visited a community center this morning, and he was shot. And
He says he was shot.
yeah, he's fine.
I'll have to get back to you.
Oh.
And click. That's it. He's gone. Yeah.
I will send him a text message and say, be careful. Also, need information about the Black and Tendarians when you have time.
All right. Yeah, but he's all of a sudden he's off the phone and gone. So yeah, you get the feeling he's
Well,
gonna go
he's
check on
okay
Gabriel
for the
Beaumont.
moment.
Yeah.
I'm assuming he's gonna check in on Gabriel, and then I sent him a message to get back with me about the reliquary. But I mean, these things are out there, and whether or not the ones went missing that were in the reliquary, there's more.
Well, you do know it would be pretty hard for it'd be impossible for a Denarian to go into a church. So if anybody's going to get it for them, they're going to have to send a human. Which you do know they've got lackeys.
So the guy that I ran into today, he was in a church. So I don't know if it's still
counts.
Okay.
Still counts. Yeah, and so these lackeys can go into the churches. Now, probably the churches make them uncomfortable, but it's not going to keep them out.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So.
So, do we go on the offensive? Do we just build up a defense and wait for them to attack us again? I don't even know where to start looking.
I feel like we need to probably find Hera.
Right.
So,
I don't know how to go about doing
maybe,
that.
if there's crusted blood on the nose ring, do some blood magic, track her down that way or whatever.
Am I still working on my
works.
dermatology spell?
You probably just finished up. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll come out.
That's
Some sort of
I
tracking.
don't know who does it. Maybe voodoo or just wizards.
Couldn't Darwin?
Tracking spells.
Well, Darwin could do it. Any wizards can do it. Yeah.
I can.
Harry
do
does
it.
that all the time in the books.
So,
Yeah.
I can do it.
Yeah.
You guys maybe
So what?
Let the
make a
artificer do
tracking
it.
device out of the nose
Well,
rings.
that's
Yeah,
that's
blood
divination
and-
magic. That's kind
No,
of
I
your
can do-
thing.
Oh,
I know, but they were.
Yeah.
We'll
That's
wait
Okay,
till
okay,
you
we'll
do
do
it.
it. You do it if
you
you.
don't
I
help.
just finished.
Yes, and you can help her and give her extra power. Lend her extra power.
Right. So we'll do
And
the
I will help
divination
by providing more support.
yeah, I'll be over here drinking these beers that need to be drunk.
That's
Yeah,
I
right.
like to believe that
That's
it's
someone's gonna
like
do
moral
it.
support is just him flexing. Like, yeah,
Now, you can head back into
Do
your room
it.
and use the same
For some
circle.
reason, I had this anime moment where he would like put on a cheerleading outfit.
That's
I have the wings sticking out.
As soon as you said that, though, I thought
Hairy
of
legs.
Armstrong from Full Metal
Oh
Alchemist.
yeah.
Posey does
So
all
now
the time.
him in a schoolgirl. Oh
Creepy. Even better. Where are we going here?
Strong in a schoolgirl outfit.
That's a little creepy.
There is probably out there of it.
Yeah, you're probably right. Yep.
wait. Yeah,
All
there's
right,
a
so
rule about that.
You go back into
It's a different
your room again. You notice that sitting in her room is this little silver. I don't know. It looks like a little silver ear thing, like you would use if someone was hard of hearing back in the 1800s. And it's sitting on the it's sitting on the dresser, and it's kind of it's making this kind of soft noise, and that's the one you'd set up with the listening device from the other thing. So you go back to the circle. You take the little bloody nose ring in the middle, little drop of blood again, seal the circle up again. What are you going to do to set it up so that you can track with it? You could do it as something as simple as a plumb bob on a string, and it would lean in the direction you want to go. What are you going to do? You could make it so that the end of your nose lights up when you're headed in the right direction. Literally, you can do just about anything.
That would be cool.
Digital Santa Claus.
That would definitely be distracting. Ooh, I can't see.
Onward!
That's wherever it is. Yeah. So what do you want to do, Judd?
It's the right points out the address.
That's a really good one.
Now, for something like that, you're going to have some truck with the people who would actually know that
Get an
information.
emoji
That's a different
every time
spell.
you're in the room.
That might not be divination. That might be trucking with the powers that be in the Never Never,
Yeah,
which
no,
you
I-
can do. You
I
can
think,
do.
they have here. What kind of items are around in this place that you have?
There's a little bell on the door. On the nightside table, there's a little electric, one of those little, looks like from the 1980s alarm clocks, radio alarm clocks. There in the drawers, there's a brush, there's a comb.
The 80s alarm clock. Ding, ding! When it's on
You
fire.
could do that.
No.
You could do, it wouldn't run. It wouldn't have to be plugged in.
Don't
You could literally.
be killed by the rest of the
It
group.
does,
You're
yeah.
like, stop
I'll be
it.
following my car.
Okay.
Right, yeah.
No, I think I'll just do like a string with like a little piece of circular metal on it.
Okay.
That will just kind
Okay,
of like
you get a paper
lead
clip,
towards-
probably tie a string to it. Take probably the little nose ring and hook it through the paper clip, so it's just kind of hanging
But I'm
there.
gonna make sure it's a good tight.
Right
thing.
now, it's this one's going to take probably about 10 power. Okay.
I
So
have some that can help me.
yeah, so that'll now remember this is divination, so that gives you up to about a 7. So you're still short 3 points. So you either need some rare materials, you can spend extra time, because that's kind of boring.
Well, I don't have an exhaustive list of rare materials that I would have.
But in that case, would you like to go to my house to do this?
Let's do that.
Okay.
Because
You have lots of rare
I have
materials.
a high quality workshop.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Which would
Let's
definitely
do that.
probably give you the +3. All right, so everybody piles into Miranda's van. Oh wait, we don't have Miranda's van there.
No, I just walked here.
Okay.
Or I'm
We
not.
pile into the Volt's long black car that looks ominous and
And
menacing.
whatever
right?
you brought.
And head over to and
He always
yeah,
has his moped.
The
head over to Darwin's place. Everybody, okay. Mrs. Brown says, "I'll get the rooms made up," and so yeah, you get the feeling she's expecting you to stay over. Whatever the case, she's making the rooms up. Should I expect you back for dinner?
We don't know.
We don't know.
Okay. And so, anyway, you head over to Darwin's.
You have-
Ready regardless.
If you give me your phone number, Mr. Brown, I can send you a text message.
well, all I have is a landline. Do those work with text messages?
They
dear?
don't, but I can call.
Well, here's the number. And she hands you a card. It's a
Okay.
brown card with white letters on it, white numbers on it. No name, just numbers. And you're like,
Perfect.
what?
Nice.
Don't lose it. Yeah. Anyway, so you head over to Darwin's. I guess you unlock the front door, head inside.
No, he
Yeah.
leaves it locked.
Well, you're all stuck outside then.
Yeah, I just phased through the front
That's
door.
right.
Dude, ever since the ghost thing,
That's right, that's
crazy
right.
things. It's,
You head back to the workshop. He's got a nice, silver and gold circle that's set up there. It's got intertwined and lots of sigils and things. This is his permanent summoning and
Wow.
actually not summoning, but it's his permanent artificing circle. So, it's something that's pretty cool. He's got all kinds of stuff hanging up on the walls and things like that. You start naming off several things that you're going to need, and he says, I've got some of that, I've got some of that, some of that, some of that. So yeah, he's got most of the stuff you need. You set up this ritual circle and begin casting the spell. And it's 10 points, okay?
Before we get started
Yes.
on that, I'm going to do a potent prayer.
Oh, good.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And the prayer will be to save Hera. So
Right.
anything you do in the service of that, you can add your
Plus one
Plus
once,
one.
right?
once.
Once, okay. So you begin casting the spell. Takes you about 15-20 minutes to go out and get all the power kind of trickled in. Probably an hour finally. It's about 4 o'clock. Get the date, 5:30, remember?
Mm-hmm.
So about 4 o'clock, you pick up the little piece of string with the paper clip and the nose ring, and it starts swinging around kind of in a weird way, and then swings out that way and kind of hangs out to the side. So you definitely have a tracking spell going.
Dressed for dinner or no?
Probably not.
Okay.
You're being naked at dinner? That's weird.
No, not dressed for dinner.
Oh, right. Sorry. I was really confused what was going on here.
I was just trying to.
Tipitina's is not that kind of
I
place.
am wearing the best suits.
Yeah.
My birthday suit.
That's
I was just trying to ascertain.
it's the one you have the
I would
longest.
notice he was overdressed for this.
Passed down for many generations.
That's right. Given to him from his parents and God himself.
All right. So about 4 o'clock, you get this thing, and it kind of swings off. Your house is in the Garden District? No, it's near Frenchman Street. It swings off what looks like to the west. Okay.
Okay.
You're gonna get in the Voltmobile and head out. Okay.
All right.
You begin driving and following, and it's a little tricky because one-way streets in New Orleans, and so you drive this way and it swings off that way, and you realize that there's only a one-way street coming towards you, and you're like, crap. So you it takes probably the better part of maybe 45 minutes, and you realize you're heading down towards the Docks District. Okay. This is past the Warehouse District. Remember when we went to the Dos Jefes bar that were there? There was a lot of stuff done. Yeah, so it's the Docks.
Yeah.
As you get closer to the Docks, you notice that it seems to be pulling towards one particular more modern looking warehouse on the docks. You see a lot of people around this warehouse. There's forklifts, there's crates, there's shipping containers. So it's a pretty active warehouse.
I'm going to stop well off where they can't see us.
Okay.
Where we're not inconspicuous.
Yeah, you're pretty sure it's pointing right at that warehouse. Okay, you see lots of people.
What time is this, like
4, yeah. Sun's still up. It's probably 4:45. It's getting time for you to you're going at 5:30, so you got about 45 minutes left. Tipitina's, you get there in 30 minutes probably. Yeah, so.
Okay. So it's still busy. It still looks like there are people working.
Right, they do look like they're working. Yes.
I'm gonna pipe up. I've got plans. We can make this quick.
I will say this much. Everybody give me an investigation check.
So, while we're talking about this right now, do we just all pile up in Molt's car and go?
I figured
that would.
Okay.
I think it has just enough room for all of us.
That's what we've come up
front,
with.
In the back.
What'd you get? 2. Investigation check. 3.
4.
Woo!
Rolled all pluses.
Yeah,
That's
Volt.
a snazzy suit. You're gonna.
As you're kind of looking at, giving the guys the
He's
hairy
trying to
eyeball,
go.
you see this guy come out of the warehouse that you recognize. Where did you know his face from? It's kind of tickling the back of your brain.
I know that guy.
He was at the party. The Lachase clan of ghouls.
Right.
This is the leader of the ghouls. Comes out of the warehouse. Kind of walks up to one of the guys. This is human form. He doesn't look all spooky. Walks up to one of the guys, says something to him, and then heads back inside up the stairs to the office. Is what it looks like. So yeah, that probably tells you what kind of situation you're going into.
I'm gonna let everybody know.
Yeah, and there's a lot of people there. So may not all be ghouls. May all be ghouls. You don't know. So that's the big thing.
Do ghouls and Skavis run deep?
Ghouls and Skavis do typically
Running like tandem?
Well, no, I mean, the Lachase clan is probably the largest group of ghouls around in this area. They're actually a signatory. Yeah, they signed the Unseelie Accords. So they're actually considered a group who is held by those rules. Yeah. So, yeah, they're big and very powerful.
They're not pawns of the vampires of their own thing.
No, they would probably hire themselves out to vampires. You do remember that the ghouls were working with the necromancers, though. So, yeah.
Okay. Gonna let everybody know. Is the office like on the outside, kind of like how my warehouse is set up? Or?
Well, yeah, there's stairs going up to the office on the outside, correct.
Okay.
Yeah. And then a door at the top. It's set up very similar to your warehouse. This one is much newer. It's got roll-up doors. There's lights all around it and stuff like that. So
are they wearing kind of uniforms out front?
They're wearing jeans and probably t-shirts and maybe jackets. These guys look kind of like roustabouts.
Do we have like an address or is there a sign or anything?
Yeah, you can definitely tell what it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we can kind of research to see.
Well, do we want
First, we need some dwarves.
Say, do we want to?
You say there's a lot. If I were to just kind of sit there real quick and just kind of give a rough count.
15 is what you're seeing moving about. Okay, but again, some of the people may be just normal humans that work there, or they may not. So
Right.
that's the thing. Yeah.
And this is just the people that are outside.
Well, you kind of sit there for about maybe 30 minutes, and you think you see almost everybody. It looks like, unless somebody's sitting at a desk somewhere, you've seen most of the people there. Yeah,
There's
Does
always someone
anyone
sitting at a desk.
look-
yeah, this is true.
Does anyone look important or like they're calling shots or bossing?
Yeah, the
people?
guy that Volt recognized, the Lachase clan leader. Yeah, he's definitely the head
So-
of Poncho.
And Della.
Instead of
Yes.
going ham on them, maybe we just try to nab that guy.
I'm not sure you want to go ham on 15 ghouls. Those guys are
Yeah.
fast.
We could
tough
also-
to beat.
Sure, I don't
Yeah.
think we'd want to nab him either, because I think he'd probably set off an alarm. I mean, like,
You're
What about
not.
the whole glamour trick? We look like a bunch of dock hands.
Swift's with you guys. He's good at glamours. Of course, you can use glamours now too, for all that matter. Yeah, for all that matter.
okay.
That's an evocation spell.
Because they may just be normal people as well. I don't know.
Just get a scope of the place.
You could also
Yeah.
just glamours can be used to make you invisible too.
Sneak in, nab Hera, get out. I got a place to be.
Yeah, right.
And also, I don't really care about her, but the longer she stays here, the worse her situation gets.
This is true. This is true.
With that being said, I feel like maybe fewer people going in there would probably be a better option.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm going in for sure. So whoever.
Well, I'm
Alright,
going in
y'all,
because I
good
have
luck.
the thing that the ring is going towards.
Also, remembering how Swift is with us just now makes me think of the back seat of your
It's
car
really-
just
it's just
even.
like,
Yeah.
No, he glamours and is visible on front holding on.
Yeah, that's
On top.
right. I'm not sure he's quite a beefy enough boy for that. He's not real
He just
terribly
stays in
mighty.
the trunk.
Yeah, that's
All
right.
right, we're here, man.
Oops.
Well, it is nice and
Gotta
comfy.
keep up for
Yeah, that's true. Those trunks are big.
It's very
He's
spacious.
that's actually probably a small apartment.
Some
in there.
red velvet in there.
Yeah, that's right.
It's got a
comfy.
thin mattress.
Yeah, right. I'm taking a nap. Yeah,
So-
invites people back home to the trunk.
You're hanging back and
Yeah. Who's hanging back?
I guess because I
I'll
got
roll in.
the veil and.
All right.
yeah.
You in the veil?
I'm just sitting there thinking, like, the fewer people
Less
veiled,
True.
the easier it will
to
be,
them.
the
And
better
just
quality.
having
Right.
someone on the outside would be
Right.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's easy enough for like a couple people to sneak through something. It's a bit harder whenever a door has to open 5 times,
that's true.
because
Well, do you want to
So
veil
should
some
it
of them? Have
be-
Swift do some of the veils too. I
Yeah.
mean, you could split it up that way.
Let's split it up. Yeah.
All right. So who are you going to veil?
And
Well, I was thinking, should it be Bunk and I that go in, since Swift and him can do the veils, and I have the little doohickey thing.
But I don't have to be around. I could veil somebody and just.
No, you kind of have to be there with them.
I'm
Veils are
definitely going to
very
go
personal.
into snatch and grab.
Okay.
And I feel like I should
So
go
you're not
in
gonna veil
because
yourself?
No,
it's
don't
ghouls
veil me.
and vampires, and I
That's
satisfy
true.
their catch with the
You
whole
do.
touch.
You do. Yeah, they don't get their toughness things or recovery from you because you have a holy item.
Okay.
Yeah.
yeah, I will stay here.
Okay.
I'm gonna throw you the keys.
Oh, cool.
Take care of her. Don't
Good.
grab her. We gotta make a quick getaway.
So Swift, let's see, needs you to hide people. You're going to need to have a power of about 5. Okay, and that'll cost you. Let's see what Swift's stats are. I don't remember them. There he is. So first thing we need to do is what is your conviction?
Got 4.
Okay, so you're gonna need a plus. It's gonna be. We're gonna take. Swift's gonna take 3 stress, and this is mental. Okay, and you're gonna take 2 stress.
And so we were wiped out from last time, right?
Right. Yeah. Jody. By the way, your stress that was on there from the Devonays is gone as well because we're on a new scene.
Really? Oh,
yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So,
Oh, y'all don't roll for this. You just straight up take stress for it?
right.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh.
And now then we have to roll discipline to try and meet that 5. Okay.
Okay.
So discipline. All right. Swift got 4. So he should be okay. Oh yeah, he's good. All right.
There's 6.
Okay, cool, good. Swift, I think, got a 6 also, so we're good. All right, so whoosh, everybody disappears.
How many minutes stress did I take?
Just 2. That's it.
Okay.
Okay. Well, no, you took 2 and Swift took 3. Sorry, yeah, that's right. That's right. Okay.
I swapped my phone to silent as well.
Okay, that's a good
Yeah.
idea.
Same.
Now remember,
Turn it off.
yeah, there you go.
Oh, actually, I'll leave my phone with Darwin in case Deacon Fontainebleau calls back.
Ooh, good idea.
Yeah, okay.
Everybody disappears.
Yeah, I'll have mine off.
Now, when you go behind the veil, things get a little hazy. It's a little harder to see. Colors kind of wash out, that kind of stuff. The gates are open because they're moving people in and out.
Can we see each other?
Yes. Oh, well, no, you cannot. So,
Oh, really?
yeah, you guys are veiled with right there, and then Swift has got you two, so no, you can't see each other.
Okay. So this is anything that's playing through.
Is there a certain
Can
range
you-
to be within?
Can you
Of
see?
Swift, you have to be within about a 5-foot radius.
Can you see the people that you were veiled with?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, okay. All right. I was like, I'm gonna
The two
lose them and
groups
poof.
can't
No, no, no.
see each other.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
So we
You
have
can, you
two
can
groups.
see who you're veiled with, right?
Okay.
So you two can see each other, and you guys can see Swift, but these three can't see you
Okay.
two. Right.
And we're the only
I'm-
ones that have the thing to tell us where to go.
Right.
Right.
Swift probably always knows where the odd night is anyways.
And he does. He kind of has
Okay.
a. has
So I will tell Swift
Okay.
to follow me.
So we'll just
and-
follow
Okay.
Swift,
Right, right.
and we'll be good.
And I'm gonna be
All
half
right.
dragon
Okay.
as soon as the veil comes up.
You go
To
walking
the
through the
right.
gates. There is a gate.
gonna start
There is a
assembling
guard. Little
spear.
shack there. There's a guy inside there. He looks pretty alert. Doesn't see you guys. That's for sure. You walk across, kind of duck underneath the little, arm that's there to let people in and out. The roll-up doors on the side are completely up. There's lots of crates and stuff in boxes. You see, again, forklifts rolling out, people walking around, moving things. There's a semi-truck around back. And so, you kind of, where are you heading now?
Where's it pointing? So I'm following.
It's pointing towards the warehouse.
Yeah.
I'm just following it.
Just follow that thing till we find it.
All right, so you head into the warehouse through the roll-up door. Or you're going to go up the stairs.
I do want to stand alertness to make sure if anybody looks at us or looks like they may have broken through the veil.
Give me an alertness check then, real quick, just to see what you got.
Got a 4.
Okay. So you guys are being very careful walking along, going in through the roll-up doors. That's gonna be the easiest way. because they're
Yeah,
already
yeah.
open.
But
whatever's-
I'm
yeah.
thinking the stairs are outside, correct?
Yeah, and there's a door that's up at the top, so you have to open that door. That'd be the problem.
Yeah, let's go to the roll-up doors and then kind of see.
I think we should follow this thing on the bottom floor,
Yeah, then if
and
it's-
then if it seems like we can't
Will it
get
point
anywhere
up?
because we need to be.
It'll point up or down. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right, so you go into the warehouse. Lots of people walking around. You do see a guy at a desk over in a corner. He looks like he's kind of tallying things. Periodically, some of these guys will walk up to him and lay some paperwork down, and he'll pick it up. So you've got somebody who's, I guess, keeping track of what's in there. Lots of boxes with numbers on them. You're not sure what they are. Lots of different kind of little logos on them. So this is definitely import-export business that's pretty busy. Again, unloading and loading stuff off of forklifts. You're following the little doohickey, and you get basically, it looks like it's kind of leading towards the back corner behind the desk. Now there's an area behind the desk that looks like it's actually got some rooms back in there. There's 2 doors behind him. And so you get behind the desk, kind of out of the actual warehouse area. And above that, of course, is the office where you saw Lachase go to. And so there's also stairs that lead up to there on the inside as well. You get behind the desk, and there's the 2 doors. You kind of hold the little thing out, and it seems to be pointing towards one of the doors.
All right, so we'll move carefully and quietly towards the
Door.
door that is going towards.
Right. You can open the door.
Ooh, who's around?
There's a lot of people around. If you open the door, the guy with the desk is like maybe
Right there.
4 feet from you. So yeah.
The desk has stuff on it, like paperwork and things like that.
Lots.
I'm just gonna take. I assembled the spear, by the way.
Oh, you guys see her assemble this spear?
Well, he can.
Yeah, you see. Well, and so does Swift.
Swift.
Yeah, she's got a spear.
And I'm gonna stand back a little bit, and I'm just gonna use the tip of the spear and scatter the papers. Like,
Give me a stealth check.
no, that's -2.
She stabs the desk.
Okay. So you take the spear, and I guess it's because you're not used to spears, and
Yeah.
you start to kind of tip the papers and stuff off, and instead you wind up dragging the crossbar across the desk, and it goes and peels up this huge piece of the desk. And the guy goes and looks around and looks really puzzled why a piece of his desk just curled up, right?
Just freeze.
And so I'm pulling her to go retreat.
No. We're gonna retreat just a little out of the way, but while they're all looking at the desks, we're gonna try and slip in.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, good diversion. Yeah.
So what happens is this guy goes, "Hey, what just happened here?" And a couple of guys go, "What happened?" He goes, "Did you see that? Look what happened to my desk." And so he comes, the ghouls immediately, the guys come over, and one of the guys goes, "What the heck is up? What's wrong with your desk? What did you do to it?" He says, "I don't know. But look, you need to see if there's something going on."
Did they do that fast? I mean, they're not going to talk about it longer than that? They're just like,
it's not going to be long, but so you're going to try to sneak in?
Is it long enough to get into the door?
Give me a stealth check.
Oh, fuck. Trying to create a diversion.
Well, you definitely diverted.
Yeah.
Oh my! Oh, that's
Even.
nice. Even. So what's your stealth at then?
0.
You're not very stealthy, are you?
You have a +1 that you can use, but I don't know if that's going to help at all in this situation.
I have alertness. I have athletics. Does athletics count?
Well,
In for penny, in for pound.
So I am like I'm seeing things are blowing up.
He's like, no,
Backing
we
up.
need to.
I am
abort.
like,
Dipping.
and so I'm.
So-
I'm going to stealthily open the door.
Okay,
I
make your
really
stealth
wanna go.
check.
So do we see...
And I'm gonna spend a fate point to. Well, let's see if I.
What are you
have
gonna
anything
tag?
to do that. Yeah, I gotta tag something.
That depends.
I tagged the veil.
I'll let you do it.
Yeah. All right. Easy enough.
I'm invisible, bitch. Yeah.
Jesus.
Oh,
Oh
God,
my
nice.
God, dude.
4
yes.
negatives.
Oh my
So-
I've got a
god.
+3 stealth.
Use
I
it
don't
all in
think
the
shit.
investigation, man.
I guess so.
Anything else you want to try and
That's it.
tag? Remember, you can tag. Oh, you only have one.
I've got
don't you?
one fate
Yeah,
point.
never mind. Okay, so you try the door. All right, door opens and he goes squeak, and the guy who's at the desk turns around and he sees the door's a little bit open, and he goes, "Check that quick!" And so a couple of guys immediately head for the door. Okay, and they push it open. What do you do?
All right.
Are you letting us step out of the way, or is it like?
Oh no, you can get out of the way. Yeah. They're not coming that fast. I mean, you can
Okay,
definitely get out of the
alright,
way. Yeah,
alright.
Oh, well, they're opening the door for us.
could be.
I have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
He's leaving.
He's
I don't know,
out.
that's a-
He's gone.
Yeah,
When
like, this is.
When he's gone, does my veil disappear?
Yes.
Oh
You're
God!
too far from him.
I don't leave her hanging.
Right.
I mean,
Right. I know.
Maybe
you.
grab
Yeah.
her and.
Yeah. So, what exactly is going down
Who's
here?
stronger? Bunk or Della?
Huh?
Yeah.
Are you gonna go with him, or are you gonna stay behind?
If I walk away from him, I
Yeah, you're
become
gonna appear.
invisible. So my option is to grab him and drag him with me unwillingly. So my question is, who is stronger, Bunk or Della?
What's your might?
I think we both have a 0.
Okay, so you're about even. I mean, it'd be a roll off, is what it'd be. Yeah. Now realize that wrestling together is going to be kind of loud.
Yeah, exactly.
You probably don't want to do that, my love.
Oh, what would Della do?
What would Della do? Della would pull me. Yes.
No, let me tell you what. Della would start throwing ice knives. I know what would happen.
It's coming.
But you
we're not
really
ready for
don't
this
want-
fight, but we're about to have it.
But you don't want to do that with 15 ghouls.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
just a
Yeah.
good way to become hors d'oeuvres.
Oh,
Yeah.
but the door is open. Okay.
Are you
fine.
heading for the door, or are you telling?
No.
I'm staying within range of her.
He
I
said
am
he's
trying
leaving.
to.
We're
Okay.
gonna go.
Okay.
I'll go.
Yeah, and I'm Swift telling them
and
to.
do we see Swift moving?
No, Swift's,
No, you guys
Swift's
don't
with you
see
guys.
us at all.
No, you don't.
But
Swift is staying with y'all.
Yeah, and I am motioning.
Okay,
to
and Swift.
Tell me we're
Well,
going. We're
Swift
going.
doesn't see you, but Swift can feel you moving away, and Swift says,
Oh, that's right.
"The Armed Knight is leaving."
I'm gonna. So
Are we
I'm
good?
going to whisper. All right, I'm gonna create a version. Y'all get Hera out of here. You're still invisible. And then I'm gonna walk away and say, "All right, bitches, it's payback time," and just.
oh my God.
All right, okay, and so the guys
I'm
go.
gonna kind of like
I'm gonna tell
bring them away
Swift.
from the door.
All right,
Tell Della and Bunk to get out.
the
Did
guy
we
behind the
hear him
desk
shout this?
whips his head around and goes, "Get him!" Okay. That's about what he said.
imagine
Huh?
so.
Did we hear
probably.
this through the veil? Him?
Oh yeah,
I am-
yeah. He appears
I
and
got the
goes.
full bolsterous dragon roar.
Yeah, and you're
Oh,
half
yeah.
dragon already,
Have
right?
they,
So yeah,
they opened the door, right? To
right.
the room?
Door is open a little bit.
I
Yeah.
can see into it.
Yep.
I bolt for it.
Okay. Run for it. Give me an athletics check.
Can I give you a fist check?
No. Oh no, no.
It
You
wasn't
need an
just my
athletics
fault.
check.
Oh, me.
Just like, I
I
mean,
thought it was me.
Oh my god!
Point.
Amen.
this is.
We have had some rolls. What are you tagging?
Remember, you have a +1.
Yes.
On a -3, it doesn't matter.
Oh, God.
Wow, I tell you what, these have been some rolls. These have been some rolls, folks.
No one is beyond saving.
Sure,
touched
that's
anybody's
definitely
dice
in line
tonight,
with it.
but
I'll
no,
go with
I'm
that.
saying.
All right, so
Please.
that's at -3, gosh. Oh, that's what.
Okay.
Well, it's even.
Well, it's even, but I have a +3.
Okay.
Athletics.
Okay, so you go bolting for the door, kind of nudging it with your shoulder. One of the guys was kind of next to the door, had kind of stepped to the doorway and was in the next room. So you kind of shoulder past him without bumping him. You're still invisible because Swift is kind of taking a step over to the door. All right, let's jump over to where Kylan is. Kylan, what's your alertness at?
My alertness is 3.
3. Okay. So, all right. Let's see. So you remember these guys are ghouls. I believe they go in like ridiculous. I think they go in like
2, I'm pretty sure.
No, I think they go in 6.
-5,
Actually,
something like that.
they go in
Yeah,
6.
-5, yeah.
So they start moving towards you. Now, none of these guys have ghouled out. They still look like strapping lads coming towards you. So there's about 4 of them.
Okay.
They're big old boys. Okay, they start moving towards you. They've got their hands up. They're like, hey, I don't know what you think you are, but you're going to need to come with us so we can take you to the boss.
I would say, y'all didn't put much of a fight at the cemetery. You won't now. And I'm just gonna.
Well, remember all the ones who were at the cemetery died.
Died, yeah.
I know, but they might have
Yeah,
friends
that's
who
true.
died there, trying
Okay.
to piss them off.
All
You
right.
know.
Yeah, I got you.
I am
Goading
doing
attack.
like the full defense stance
Mhm.
or whatever. So I'm just putting my hands. I'm not actually swinging.
Right.
I'm just.
Give me an intimidation roll, okay? Because
Okay.
you're trying to get their attention.
Yeah, I can do that. Let's see.
And
If
then
anything fails, I'll just punch the
Oh
shit out.
my
of it.
God.
Yeah.
Autumn Night is 2 blocks
Y'all,
away.
y'all, y'all
I
for
was just
sure
the whole
leave.
time going, we could have come back
they
later.
kind of hear what you're saying, and one of the guys goes, keep an eye out. I bet he's not the only one here. So 2 or 3 of them they're kind of closed on you, but the rest of them are kind of looking around, making sure that nothing shenanigans is not going.
Full out punch one then.
Okay,
Go for
make
the
me
kill, too.
make me a punchy check.
Fist check?
Yeah, fist check.
Good thing he's not wearing a fancy
Please.
suit now.
Let
Come
me
on.
get positive
Come on.
dice this time.
You have a
Dude,
date
let's
tonight.
go.
You have a date tonight.
Yeah,
No, I'm gonna.
bloody
Forgot.
big shiner.
There we go. Oh, this man is dead. I'm telling you. All right, so 10.
Oh yeah, you beat him. He actually got a 6, so he didn't do badly.
It actually.
Okay, are you doing your claws?
Oh yeah, the full everything.
Okay, so claws are weapon 4 now.
Yeah, no, they're weapon 2, but I get +4 damage, so they do 6 when they go through.
Right, and then you beat him by 4, so that's 10. All right, so you rear back and just pop this guy, probably in the chest as hard, or slash this guy as hard as you can. He goes.
Like a-
"Ah!" and comes flying back and tumbles to the ground kind of bonelessly. He's not dead, but he looks like he's either unconscious or he starts yelling. At which point, everybody else turns and looks at you. Okay?
Have they ghouled out?
No. And one of the guys, you hear kind of murmurs.
Can't let innocents know about the magical world. So,
That's right. He looks at you. Several of the guys go, "You see what he did to Leroy? What's going on there, Jenkins?" And so they look at you a little differently now. And one of the guys goes, might be clobbering time. Okay, and you notice that their arms get long and the claws start to come out and their jaws distend and they get all hairy looking. And so you notice about 6 of them start to make this change. And you're like, wow, that's a lot of guys.
now we go full defense.
Okay. All right, so let's cut back. You're outside.
Yep.
let's see. You guys
I
are
imagine
leaving.
him in the car listening to the radio.
Okay.
Well, we were leaving, and
Right.
then we heard.
Right.
So I'm stopping to see,
Right.
and I'm grabbing her, and like we're gonna watch.
Like,
Right.
I don't know if they heard me,
Off
but
in
I
the
did
distance,
tell
I hear
them to
like
get out if
Giles
they
thing
needed to.
from
Like,
Street Fighter.
All right. So you're in the back room, right?
yeah.
The guy has stopped and is heading back towards the door.
Okay.
The room is basically cement
be a concert
floor.
going on.
It's basically bare walls. You notice that over in the corner is what looks like an elevator. It's not an elevator. It looks a lot like one of those kind of window washer platforms, but it goes down. So it goes underneath the warehouse. Like there's a basement level, which is odd in New Orleans. Normally you think basement, you make a swimming pool. So yeah, you're a little surprised by that.
Docks is
well-
the river.
I'm in here, and Miranda's been drinking.
Yeah,
So she's
true.
going.
Nice.
All right, so you go to the elevator, hit the button.
Yeah.
Okay, the guy spins around. You are now standing on the elevator, and he goes, "Hey, what are you doing over there?" And your spear, kind of frosty stuff rolling off the spear. He comes sprinting towards you. What is your alertness?
+2.
Okay, he's gonna take a swing at you. He has not ghouled out. Oh my! He got a 7, so you need to do athleticize to try and dodge. Well, I maxed my roll. I mean, that's it. Yeah, you need to dodge. Wow, that's not bad.
So,
Pretty good.
I mean, that's a 4.
So he beat you by 3.
So, okay.
So he's just punching you, which is a weapon 1. He
Okay.
beat you, so it's a stress 5 hit.
All right.
So I'm pretty sure you can't take stress 5.
Nuh-uh.
So you'll take a minor wound or mild consequence. Excuse me, mild consequence.
Mild consequence.
And then you'll take a stress 3 hit.
Okay.
Okay,
Physical.
physical. Yeah. So let's say this mild wound is because he's punched you.
Bruised. Whatever.
Bruised. Yeah, we can go with bruised. That's good. I mean, he's not trying to kill you. He's trying to stop you. So he rears back, leaps across, flying pile driver punch to you, and haymaker to your jaw. Cocks your head to the side. You're gonna have a nice bruise there.
Okay.
Yeah. So that brings us to you.
All right. I'm gonna try to grab onto his wrist as he follows through on the punch, and put him into like a submissive.
You're gonna try and grapple the boy.
I am.
Okay. Give me is grapple just fists, or do we say it was might?
Might.
Do you have any might?
Or
I do not have any might.
I'll let
but
you use
I have,
fists on it.
Well, I have the potent prayer up, which allows me to use my conviction instead.
Oh, okay. Let's do conviction. That is for sure.
Which I'm gonna need because that's a -2, but my conviction is +6. So
you got
4.
Okay, and he only got a 2, so you beat him by 2. So you now you grab his arm, kind of twisted him behind him, and you've got him now. Grip. He's starting to wrestle, try and break free. He's gonna use a might check in the beginning of next round. Okay, so
Okay.
you got him, and the elevator is slowly sinking into the ground. It'll get there at the bottom of this next round.
All right.
Is Doodle Bob in there with her?
Who? Hera?
Yeah, Sniper Doodle Bob.
Oh, no.
No,
Swift
he's
is
gonna
actually out
probably
there
stay with
with
him.
you guys.
I'm not invisible anymore at this
Yeah,
point.
yeah.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah.
All right, so that brings us to what are you guys doing?
So my plan to run away apparently has gone to hell. So
Well, you can still
Go
run
if you
away,
need to.
but I saw Miranda go through the door, and he has people coming at him.
No,
So
do we see Miranda go through the door?
I don't think y'all did.
did I not?
Yeah, well,
'Cause I was out of the.
I was
No,
invisible
you wouldn't have
until
seen
I
her.
got
She would have been invisible until she got in the other
Oh.
room, so you don't know.
Alright.
Yeah.
So we see he's not invisible.
No, he's in the middle of the room with a
he's
bunch of
no-
ghouls around him.
so-
About 6 of them kind of closing in on him, kind of slow.
That's okay. Y'all just
Okay.
drop
Oh wait, did
heat
we know
now.
the door was there? We knew the door was there, though,
Yes,
right?
that's where you're trying to get to.
And so, do I notice that the door is open?
Yeah, because the guy
Yeah.
went through the door.
Okay, then I'm gonna go through the door.
All right, you can take her through the
I'll
door.
just lose
I
the
go
veil.
to the door. Yeah, I'm just like,
So
this is,
what you see,
plans are just gone.
This is above my pay grade.
what you see is there's an elevator in the corner, and Miranda is standing on it. It's kind of this big, industrial, grilled metal bottom, and she's descended about halfway down. And she's got this guy tied up in a grapple move, and he's struggling trying to get loose. She's also got what looks like the beginning of a nice bruise on her chin. Yeah. You see? Well, no, you guys are invisible.
You're
now. You don't see
invisible.
Nope.
Dang it.
So I'm gonna head that.
I love it.
I'm gonna head that direction when I get there. How deep down is it? I mean, am I gonna hurt myself jumping down?
No. It looks like it's going to be okay. Well, you can drop. You can jump onto the elevator. It's only about 5 feet down. It's going to reach
so
the bottom.
I'm gonna run. I'm gonna jump on the elevator.
Yeah. So you drop down 5 feet.
It's me, Miranda.
Okay. Disembodied voice goes. It's me, Miranda.
Oh,
No,
God.
he knows my voice.
Let's go with the guy.
Yeah. No. You
Oh,
Does
shit.
she
You
fall
guys
far
should
enough
get
where
out.
she's no
I
longer
can get
visible?
Hera.
What?
Did she fall far enough to where she's no longer invisible?
Were you going with her or what?
I'm going. I have no clue. Like this is all.
Okay, well, now, actually, you appear right beside Miranda. You're standing in the doorway, still invisible.
Yeah, I'm still invisible. So
Yeah.
I'm, yeah.
I'll be like,
He's
okay.
like, he's doing this.
Well, you probably can't get out now, so
Yeah.
I'll
Well,
just
no,
be like, we'll take care of Hera.
Okay.
You guys.
I don't know.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Later.
So, beginning of the
Girls
next
trip.
round. Beginning of the next round. All right.
True.
Yeah. Juggernaut, bitch. Okay, there we go. So, beginning of the next round, you notice that all of a sudden an arrow protrudes from one of the guys who's coming up for you.
Hey, my boy.
Yeah, well, and he still has not appeared. Just this arrow appears in this guy. And he goes, ah! Right? And it hits him in the chest, and he kind of drops over to the side like that. The point is sticking out of his chest, and there's blood everywhere. And he spins around to see what's going on. Two of the other ghouls also spin around to try and figure out where this arrow has just come from. And so now you've only got 3 of them that are after you. They're going to come after you. One's going to try and grapple you.
Okay.
Okay. You
Yeah,
got a
roll
+3. Roll
Can
roll
I still block with fists?
or athletics, either one.
My fist is better.
Let's do fists then.
I gotta put these on one page instead of double-sided.
Yeah. So you can block with fists. Yeah, because you're close enough, you're just literally slapping them to the side, and yeah, that's fine.
Come on, rolls. Well, that's not great. That's gonna be.
I should have had you roll weapon to dodge him. You could have slapped his hand out of the way with the spear.
That's gonna be 7.
Oh yeah, you beat him. The other guy tries to grapple you. Yeah, okay, still no. Still no. Okay, so these guys come in. They're trying to swing at you,
You
grab
want me
you.
to roll for each one?
No, we'll just go with that. They all kind of try and grab you. You are like a greased pig, and so you're just. They swing at you, trying to grab you, and you're just kind of ducking, dodging,
punching
weaving.
their fist back.
Yeah, right. And slapping them out of the way, and they just are not able to grab you. So yeah, they're like, let's get him! You like shove one of them back into the crates, and he falls into the crates. And so yeah, you're staying away from him, that's for sure. Are you trying to back away, or what are you thinking?
I'm just trying to draw them away from my people.
Well, what I'm saying is you could actually back towards one of the rolled up doors and actually get to where you got room to maneuver and get away if you need to, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
And that will definitely
like
pull them
exit.
away. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Okay, cool. All right, so you're kind of backing towards the roll up doors and things like that.
I
They're
want to make sure nobody's like flanking
I'm like,
glances.
we're on
Make
the
sure
elevator.
no, they're not. They don't seem to
He
be.
rolls
No.
out. Oh crap! My date takes off with the date. These 2 are left to like get home somehow.
But you haven't gotten hit yet, so yeah.
It's going well.
All right, so that was in 3. Well, that was in the ghoul's turn, which is like +6. So now it's your turn.
So you said like 2 of them turned away and are trying to find where that arrow came from.
Well, yeah.
Or a few of them, anyways.
Well, there's 3 of them still on you. There's one of them, remember, went back towards the door, and then there's 2 that are trying to figure out where this
I'm gonna
arrow came
lightning breath one of the guys that went back towards the door.
from. Okay, go for it. That's a weapons.
Sadly, it's a weapons chest. Where's my weapons? There it is. Alright, that's a 2.
Really? Okay. Oh yes, let's up the mayhem level. Here, you can have this. This is gonna be fun. All right.
No.
All right. So you go at him, right? The guy, spins just in time to hear this noise and dodges out of the way. And you look over there and realize that there looks to be maybe an acetylene tank in the corner. It's used for welding. Yeah, it's the explosive gas.
Oh, hey, you want that with lightning?
Yeah, and so the lightning hits it, and you notice It kind of starts to hit and burn through. Several of the ghouls look at it, and one of them goes, "Oh shit!" As the tank goes, boom! Okay, blows a hole in the wall. Okay, give me a mic check.
Distraction achieved.
Everybody outside needs a mic check.
I feel like you might see this one, Darwin.
How does this affect those of us on the elevator?
No, it does not. Everybody outside, remember, needs to make a mic check.
2.
Okay.
Okay, so that's a 6.
I feel like we're going to be banned from the Autumn Knight's house for a while.
Yep. No more cookies for y'all. Snickerdoodles. Not for
Cutting up the
y'all.
snickerdoodles.
Except for Darwin.
Darwin's fine. Darwin and I will have snickerdoodles
good, yeah.
and milk.
Yeah. All right.
6.
6. Okay. And what'd you get? 2. All right. So what happens, unless you rolled a 4 or higher, you are blown off your feet, okay? The ghouls are knocked off their feet. Swift is knocked off his feet. He's knocked back into the wall. Everybody takes a stress 3 hit. Now, that can be mitigated by armor. You have natural armor, right? So you take a stress 2 hit,
So
right?
I'll still take it anyways.
Yeah.
I just want to point out that if
I'm
you
gonna
with
badge.
Miranda and I, you would not take
Okay.
any
I'll take
stresses.
Yeah. Now, remember, you have your
Just
badges,
kidding.
so you could drop that down to 1 if you
Yeah.
want. Okay.
I was going to do that. Take that out.
Yeah. Yeah. Or you would take 2, I think. Actually, I'm sorry.
Yeah, 2. Cause, yeah.
All right, so you're on the explosion has blown you off your on your butt.
This is the worst day
Swift
ever.
has gotten blown back into the wall and has left a huge dent. The veil drops. Okay, the ghouls in probably a 30-foot radius around this explosion have all gotten blown back. The guys who are further back have kind of maintained their feet. Several of them are back against the crates and still standing. You're still standing. Okay.
And I just really take in and feel the power. It juices me up.
The rest of you've headed downstairs, right? The elevator drops, clunk. You look around
Did
and
we hear this?
yeah, you hear this
Yeah.
huge
I don't know.
explosion. I mean,
I
it
don't
was
think I am.
loud.
But I'm gonna open another
Part of the
bag. Okay.
part of the warehouse is on fire. Some of the crates are. I mean, it's a mess. Okay, you get
We got our
downstairs.
distraction.
You get downstairs. There
just
is
hope
a
Harry's down
table sitting in the middle of the room. Okay, on the table is what looks like a little doll.
Aw,
It looks mysteriously like Hera.
Wow.
they freaking dupe us with a voodoo doll.
See? I told y'all.
We killed a few ghouls, rid the world of some evil.
Alright, draw closer to the doll. Does it look like a voodoo doll?
Yeah, it very very specifically looks like a voodoo doll. So you kind of walk up to it. You're looking at it, trying to figure out what's going on, and out of the darkness in the back of the room, you hear this kind of funny chuckle, and this woman, beautiful woman, wearing like a green shirt, has red hair and stuff like that, comes walking out of the back.
Tatiana?
Huh?
Tatiana?
No.
Okay.
No. She's got red hair, green t-shirt, jeans on. She's really, really pretty. And you think you may have seen her before. Would you like to make a...
Yes.
Probably investigation.
Not that
Excuse me.
I'll
You can make an investigation too,
I rolled
because you may have seen her as well. You're going to need a pretty good roll.
What? Oh, good roll.
Investigation. I got a 4.
That'll do. Would you?
4.
Oh, both of you do. This is the girl that Bunk was talking to at the Devaney party.
Wait.
She likes me.
Do we know?
No, you
Do
saw
we
him talking
know
to her.
that
She's
she's
Doesn't know you're
the
involved in
winter-
this, so you're still good.
No.
Exactly.
That's not that girl. This is the magician
Magician
girl.
girl, yeah.
That's red hair,
Oh,
green
okay.
dress, very pretty. Lloyd Slade was kind of interested in her, and she was not interested in him. And then when things started to go south, she kind of bailed and walked away. Anyway, she comes walking out of the darkness, and she says, "So predictable. She's not here. Why would I put her in the bottom of a warehouse when the whole purpose of us grabbing your apprentice is to turn her with a coin? Fool." And she just kind of rolls her eyes, and then she turns. It's like her body turns into a hole in, I guess, space, and you can see stars through it, and then it's gone.
You think this warehouse was so new because it was a setup?